Yep, I guess it's time to winterize my vet. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny, Batvet35 channel. I want to wish everybody a happy Merry Christmas. Enjoy it with your family. Don't drink too much. Always be safe. So I'm here. It's Christmas Day. I'm here making a video for you guys. You know, later on I gotta go in a couple of minutes to see my family. But I want to leave you guys with some 7 steps that I normally do every winter to winterize my vet. As you could tell in the first clip, it snowed earlier during the night. Not that much, but that's it. I'm done for driving my car for the winter for the time. Now it's time to store it. Now let me show you the 7 steps that I normally do. Right now I know my car is dirty and everything, but this is like a quick scenario to help you guys out if you don't want to see the long video. Hopefully next week I'll make the long video of washing my car inside the garage. I'll take the wheels off. I go all out in washing, cleaning the interior, make sure everything's good for next year. So let's get at it. Let's show you the 7 steps. I'm gonna write it down somewhere around as I'm doing the steps. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So step number 1 that I like to do always is I always like to fill up my tank, and I'll add a fuel stabilizer from Stable. Just to keep you want to keep any condensation of getting to the gas tanks and stuff like that, and it will save your fuel pump for a long time. So I always like to fill up my gas tank to a can or more, and add a bottle of this. Now be careful because every bottle, this treats up to 20 gallons, so it depends how many gallons you have. Go with the recommended with the instructions says on the back. Okay, it always says right here, bottle instructions. Okay, so that's my first step that I like to do. I always like to go and fill up my gas tank just to prevent anything from going on, just any condensation. That's what you want to avoid. Any water or anything that goes in doing for time for sitting will create in the gas tanks. That's step number 1. Let's go to step numero 2. So for step 2, I always like to do an oil change. So it's for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that if I'm gonna stop the car for 2 or 3 months, whatever it is for winter time, I like to always have fresh oil. And the second reason is when the springtime comes, you just want to go out and just enjoy your car and start driving. So that's the mainly 2 reasons why I do it. I like to always keep fresh oil in the engine. I never like to keep I never like to wait for the last minute for next springtime to start doing the oil changes and everything. I just want to make a quick cleanup and go and take a drive like I always love to do. So that'll be my second step. Make sure you do your oil change and store it. That's it. Okay, so that's step number 2. So step number 3 and 4 I'm going to show you guys in a minute because they correlate with each other and they go together. So let's go with step 3 and 4 real quick. So for step 3 and 4, it's simple. 3 is wash your car. Clean your rims, clean your wheels, clean your wheel wells, you know what I mean. And wash your car and give it a coat of wax after you wash it. It gives it some extra protection for the winter time when you put the car cover on it. The 4th one is clean your interior, condition your leather and everything. Make sure that everything is nice and clean, nice and tidy up. Vacuum if you need to vacuum. Condition your leather because the coat is always kind of hectic for the leather. Always makes it crack a little bit. So always condition your leather. Clean your interior first. Condition your leather. Clean your glass and everything. Make it nice, copacetic, nice and clean. And wash your car as well. And do the wheels, the wheel arches, and the paint. And don't forget to always give it I like to give it a coat of wax before I put a car cover on it. So that's 3 and 4 goes together. Now let me show you step number 5. So step number 5 is I always like to use a battery tender on all my vehicles. The Trans Am has it, The vet has it. I'm gonna buy one for my van now, the solar one for the van, because the van sleeps outside. But if you can see it, it's always hooked up. If I'm not using the car, it stays on a battery tender. It keeps your battery nice and safe, and you don't have that lag start when you haven't started the car for like 2 or 3 weeks and you haven't started the car. It's always a little lagging. It's trying to start. With the battery tender, it's always real quick, turning on, and you're good to go. So that's step number 5. Always have a battery tender. If you don't have a garage and your car is stored outside, that brand battery tender right here, they sell a solar one, and I've heard that it works very well. I'm gonna buy it for my van, so like that I could keep my van battery of the van charged. Damn, couldn't say that quick. So I could keep that battery for the van charged at all times. So that's the 5th thing I'll recommend that you get. So let's go to number 6. So the number 6 thing that I recommend is get yourself a car cover. Since my vet is always in the garage, it never sleeps outside or anything. So I bought this from Walmart for 40 or 50 bucks. So you don't need to get an expensive car cover, just something that the dust won't fall on top of and everything. So don't go all out, all crazy. I need a $100, $300, $400 car covers, because it is priced very ridiculously to me. So I bought this from Walmart. It cost me like 45 to 50 bucks with the taxes. So just make sure you get the one that fits your vehicle. So it says on the box on the side for what type of vehicle it will fit. So make sure you get one that fits your vehicle and just cover it. Now if your car sleeps outside, then they do sell, I don't know if Walmart sells it, but I know they do sell outdoor car covers. So do your research, do your diligence, see what's best for you. This is what's best for me. See what fits your car, fits your needs, what's best for you, what's best in your pocket, that could help you keep your car covered during the winter time. Alright? And let me tell you step number 7. And it's an easy one. Step number 7 is I like to turn on my car at least twice or 3 times a month, just to make everything circulate. The water pump circulate, the oil circulate, the fuel circulate a little bit. So that's me. I like to turn on my car at least 3 times a month. You could get away with doing twice or once a month, however you feel comfortable for your car. But for me, since I'm always paranoid and picky as hell, so I do it 3 times a month to turn on my car. So, and I usually do it like in the 2nd week of the month, and then do it like anything in between that, and then the 4th week of the month. That's the way I normally do it. But whatever helps you guys out, but me, I like to turn it on 3 times a month. Okay? So these are the 7 steps that I do every year normally for my vet. Now you could add a couple of more stuff that fits your needs. It's fine. Like stuff that I didn't add into it. It's like I put some extra air in the tires, so like that it won't create that much flat spot. But with the technology of tires nowadays, if you do like a 30-minute drive or whatever after the car comes out after 3 months of being winterized, it normally fixes itself. It's not like back in the old days that it's like rock hard. Or you can also get old rims and old tires and just change them, and then put your summer tires to the side. But for me, I never had a problem, so I don't find no need of changing wheels, changing the tires just for storage. So, but or if you want, they sell like these gym mats that you buy on Walmart and stuff like that. The little square ones, or even Harbor Freight sells them. You could put them on the floor, so it will be take the car out, put it on the floor, and it won't be on the concrete itself. It will be on top of the mat, so you will absorb the tires will absorb that coldness from the winter time. But like I said, I never had a problem, so I always leave it like that. I just overinflate a little bit, couple more PSIs on the tires, and it always works out well for me. So guys, those are my 7 steps. I hope everybody had a beautiful Christmas. See you. I'm gonna do a video probably before New Year's or at New Year's, so of how I actually wash and everything in the garage, my car, getting ready for those 7 steps that I just explained to you. Alright guys, so enjoy your holidays, have fun with your families, and up to the next time. Peace.
Maybe I'm a gangster too.